Listen, Mizza. Find you somebody to motherfucking play with, Mizza. Les Miserables, bitch. I said find you some motherfucking else body to play with, bitch. You already played with your own hoe, and we seen how that went, bitch. And you know I don't, surgery shame or body shame. You know I don't even do that. But bitch, I don't know if you fat, obese, chubby, or skinny. You see, and so now I got to call Doctor Now to make me figure out what the fuck has been going on here.
Nicki Minaj versus SZA? Yep, two of the biggest names in music just went toe-to-toe. Online. Freckles got dragged, fans were barking, accusations flew like bullets. And this wasn't just internet drama, this was lyrical war in high heels. And you know what's funny? All of this because of a small misunderstood tweet. So how did a tweet about Mercury retrograde turn into a full-blown Twitter battlefield? Buckle up, let's find out. It all kicked off when Nicki Minaj called out Punch, president of Top Dawg Entertainment, aka SZA's former manager. Nicki claimed Punch was trying to bully her after she rejected his business proposals multiple times. Then out of nowhere, SZA tweets, "Mercury retrograde, don't take the bait lol, silly goose." Now, she never said Nicki's name, but come on, we know shade when we see it. And Nicki, she ain't the type to let a sub slide. She clapped back hard, "Go draw your freckles back on, Bookie." She then added, "Liar liar, pants on fire," sounding like a FN dead dog. Yeah, she went from zero to hell no real quick. And in that same breath, she dragged SZA and reignited her beef with Roc Nation's Desiree Perez. Collateral damage? SZA just found herself in the middle of a barbed wire war. Nicki wasn't done. She called SZA stung by a bee and threw shade at her looks, her vocals, her freckles, you name it. She even tried to downplay SOS, SZA's 9 times platinum masterpiece, saying the success was just from a deluxe drop. But SZA, she didn't flinch. She fired back. "I don't give a F about none of that weird shit you poppin'." And Twitter exploded. She ratioed Nicki in 5 minutes flat. Nicki's barbs shook and her fans the SOS hive lit. Then came the receipts. SZA hit back with pure numbers. Her SOS tour grossed over $95.5 million, putting her in elite company with Beyonce, Rihanna, and Tina Turner. Black girl excellence on lock. Her fans hyped her like, "Post a Grammy pic and end her. We ride with you, queen." And while SZA stayed elegant, Nicki's mentions, well, let's just say they weren't filled with love.
Bitch, because what retrograde was you in, ma'am? You see what happens when you're so thirsty to be stupid and motherfucking corny? But the whole thing is, leave me the fuck alone when you see me in certain way or form. I would advise you.
SZA tried to cool things down with a little tweet. "Let me go back to being calm, shy, and meek. Y'all have a blessed night. See you tomorrow for night 2, Perez." Translation? "I got a world tour to run. I don't have time for petty tweets." But Nicki? She wasn't done breathing fire. Nicki quoted SZA's tweet and went nuclear again. Called her ugly, chubby, and skinny in one tweet. Make it make sense. Then accused her of faking streams, losing 30 million Spotify plays, and botting her own tweets. This was no longer about music. It was personal. And of course, both fan bases jumped in like it was the Hunger Games. The barbs dropped throwbacks, awards, think pieces, trying to drown out the noise. Meanwhile, the SOS Hive had jokes, memes, and screenshots ready on deck. At this point, it wasn't even Nicki versus SZA anymore. It was internet blood sport. Now, if you're wondering why Nicki was going this hard, remember she's already fighting wars on other fronts. She's still throwing shots at Roc Nation, Megan Stallion, and Desiree Perez. That hashtag Justice for Demery and hashtag Deposition Perez, yeah, she's juggling battles like a Twitter gladiator. So when SZA tweeted that silly goose line, Nicki saw red, whether it was aimed at her or not. So where does it stand now? SZA's doing shows in Paris, touring with Kendrick, smiling, living. Nicki, still tweeting. The feud isn't over, but one of them is clearly booked and busy, the other one's just busy. One thing is for sure, you can see that Nicki might have misunderstood SZA's tweet and thought it was aimed at her, since it was a tweet which came as a defense to her manager Punch, who was first attacked by Nicki. Punch himself said that the tweet he made was not about Nicki, rather by an artist he was promoting, but since Nicki is at war with almost everybody, she felt threatened. So, Are you Team Barbie or Team SOS? Drop your take in the comments. Like, subscribe, and if you're still here, remember, if you tweet Juri Mercury retrograde, better be ready for the storm.